Hey guys, able to see us here, the Bootstrap Rainmaker. Today I have an awesome message for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a proven listing promotion system that will sell your listings faster without any additional software. Okay? Alright, so this is a topic that we're really going to go in depth in my upcoming training, the Property Listing Accelerator. So be on the lookout for that. So what is the only set of software, the little software stack that you will need for promoting your listings like a professional? Okay? And what does it have everything to do with how many listings you're selling, or better yet, how many you're not selling as a real estate expert? Okay, so before we dive into this, guys, though, if you guys think that anyone that you know would benefit from this message, please share it down below, or better yet, put their name in the comments down below, tag them down below, that way they get notified. What this tells me is that when you guys share it, you guys like this topic, and I will continue making cool videos just like this one. Alright, sound fair? Alright, let's go ahead and jump right in. What's the only software stack that you're going to need for promoting listings like a professional? Alright, so let's go ahead and start off here first. A CRM versus sales funnels. Because this is where we start off with. So many times do I come across a new client that says they want their CRM to do everything. And then they come to me with a CRM that says, it can slice, dice, and man, it can even sell your property just for you. Truth is, a CRM is built for inside sales. In other words, it's really good for keeping track of your contacts, for putting notes about that contact. What it doesn't do, though, guys, it doesn't allow you to build a buyer journey, and that's the big difference between a CRM versus a buyer funnel. Now, this is the truth. I have clients that don't use CRMs. Okay, they're new agents and they don't use a CRM. They use sales funnels. All right, because the sales funnels do this. It allows you to attach yourself to a buyer journey. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I talk a lot about a buyer journey. Buyer journeys are this. When someone gets started into buying a property, right, and they're in market, they start to search. Let's say you have a listing price of $500,000 or $600,000 or even $1 million on up. Well, the higher the listing price, by rule of thumb, the higher the listing price, the longer that buyer journey is. Okay, the longer out they're doing their due diligence and really searching. If it's a lower price home, right? If it's an entry level home, a first time home buyer, usually, again, rule of thumb, been doing this for about 10 years already, and I've generated over 100,000 leads in that time. The lower the price point, those home buyers are going to they have a shorter window there. They're ready to jump in much quicker, between 3 to 6 months, okay? And that's the big difference between the CRM and sales funnels. Sales funnels allow you to build buyer journeys. All right, so let's talk about this listing hack. I really like using ClickFunnels for my buyer journeys. And that's what I do, is I build buyer journeys on my ClickFunnels accounts. What we do is you hear me talking a lot about building bridge pages. That's one of the things that I talk about a lot. So I use sales funnels to build bridge pages. I also use them for websites and for seller funnels as well, my buyer funnels. I also use them for following up my follow-up sequences using email. Follow-up sequences using text messages. Again, they're very different from CRMs, okay? And it's not the same thing as something, email marketing software like MailChimp or GetResponse or things like that. It brings everything together to build a journey, an experience, okay? The next thing I use is an IDX solution, a very simple IDX solution. And for those of you who don't know what an IDX is, it's simply getting all of the information from your local MLS and being able to put it onto your real estate website, your own branded real estate website, okay? Most MLSs, actually almost every MLS that I know, you need an approved IDX solution for them to give their feed, okay? So you have to have an IDX solution. I like using IDX Broker. I've worked with them for a long time, and they're great. So that's the second one that I would use. Third one is I use something called Zapier. This is your little Swiss Army knife here, right? From here, if you are using a CRM, Once you collect a lead from one of your sales funnels, you send it over to your CRM, or you send it over to another tool that you're using. I have agents that use BombBomb a lot, and all different types of tools. Zapier will allow you to take your lead and just send it to all the different tools that you use. All right. The other thing that I use, a really simple tool, we all know what this is Google Sheets. Google Spreadsheets. I use Google Spreadsheets a lot. So that's one of the items that I use in my little stack here. Okay. I have Google Sheets. Next thing is get yourself a YouTube account, but a YouTube account, a brand YouTube account. Okay. Not a brand new one. I'm not saying a brand new one. I'm talking a brand YouTube account. In other words, for your real estate brand. Don't start mixing up your personal cat videos with your real estate videos, okay? Next thing, what you're going to want to do is just get yourself a Facebook account, a Facebook page, okay? A brand, something for your brand. Okay, this is a business page on your Facebook account. Same thing, that's free. All right, so all together, let's go ahead and jump in through a listing example. All right, if you're going to be setting up a listing promotion, okay, first thing I want you to do is once you go to your listing appointment and you close the listing appointments, all right, high five, you close the listing appointment, now you actually have to deliver the goods, right? Now you actually have to work on your number one skill as a real estate agent. You have to learn how to sell a property. Like, you have to be good at it. All right, first thing I want you to do is you're going to create a really, really simple walkthrough video of the property. Okay, walk through the property with get your phone and do a short commentary on that video. All right, walk around the outside of the property. Give a good shot of the entrance, the backyard. If the property has a nice view, get a picture of that. The big thing on this is don't give away the price and don't give away the address, the exact location. Okay, you need to build some mystery and some interest of this property. If you give away all the goods, no one's going to give you a lead. All right. Next thing is, after you have that, now we can start setting up really simple little advertising campaigns. And if you guys are brand new to this, don't be afraid of advertising campaigns. Okay, if you know how to work Facebook, if you know how to work Instagram or LinkedIn, you can do this. It's really simple. Okay. Since you're brand new at this, the very first time, I want you to set aside a block of hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, just so that you can dig into this and you can learn this. All right. And again, we go really in depth in the Property Listing Accelerator on this whole process. Next step is I need you to define a buyer profile. Okay, get yourself a little notepad here, and all we're going to do is create a buyer profile of what you think will most likely be the buyer for your listing. Okay, let me give you an example. We're going to start off with an age range. If you have a home that is listed at maybe 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, well, odds are you're not going to have a 23-year-old buying that home. Okay, odds are. Okay, exceptions to all the rule, but odds are you're not. Okay, so start filling in the blank of what the age range of your most likely buyer will be. Okay, on the other side, let's say it's an entry-level home, it's a low-price home, right? Let's say it's a $150,000 home. Well, then your age range could be somewhere from 20 to 30 for a first-time home buyer, right? Next thing is you need to look at income levels, and as you're going to see, that it kind of correlates with the age range. Now, if you have a luxury home or a pre-luxury home, the $800,000 range, well, you got to have a good understanding of what the income level is of that buyer, because you definitely don't want to be putting your ad in front of people that just will never be able to afford it, right? They have to be able to qualify for a mortgage on that particular home. So define your income levels. Next thing is this buyer going to come from around the area, or are they going to have to relocate? All right. Again, this has a lot to do with your market and your actual property, where it is, right? If you're located in a remote town up in the mountains somewhere, well, odds are you're gonna have to promote your property outside. In other words, you're gonna have relocation. Versus if you are in a suburb and you're a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, well, odds are that someone's gonna come from around the area because it's just a family that's looking to upgrade. Okay. So define the buyer. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a bridge page. Now, if this is one of those terms, you probably hear it a lot on the internet right now, a lot on the ads, and you just hear it everywhere. A bridge page, bridge page. If you ever heard anything of a bridge page, a landing page, a squeeze page, an opt-in page, they're all pretty much the same thing. What they do is it's a very simple page that doesn't give away all the information, but requires you to give either the name and email and possibly a phone number in order for you to see the rest of the information. Okay. Now that bridge page is really important. We talk a lot about buyer journeys, right? We talked about how important it is to start setting up a buyer journey. I see this as one of the biggest mistakes new agents and established agents do is they do not use bridge pages. And what a bridge page does, it allows you to attach yourself to a buyer journey. Okay. If someone is still 6 months away from buying, you need to collect that lead so that you can follow them along. If what you're doing is promoting your property and going straight over to the listing page and you're showing them all the information, well, you're missing out on a lot of business in the future. If you use bridge pages, guys, you will have a sales pipeline full for the future. Okay? You're going to be creating two types of bridge pages. One of them is going to be called a coming soon page, and this is going to be particularly for your property before it hits the MLS. So remember earlier you did that walk around, that really raw video, raw photos. You're going to be using that in a coming soon campaign. And then after it actually hits the MLS, you're going to be using a just listed bridge page. They're really similar, but again, we're just using it at the different stages of your selling process. After that, guys, now we can get to the fun part. Let's start promoting our bridge page. Okay? And by promoting it, I like to really focus first on AdWords display. Okay, AdWords display are the banner ads that you see on your phone, on your sidebar. They really follow you around everywhere. The thing about AdWords display is that in AdWords we can actually target in-market audiences, people who are known and Google has already identified them as being in-market shoppers. In other words, they are actively shopping for real estate. Right, which is huge. Which allows us to make sure that our marketing dollars are really narrowed and really laser targeted to the right type of individual. All right. The second one is going to be AdWords search. We've all seen this. When you guys go do a Google search and let's say it's Henderson homes for sale or Seattle homes for sale or 79912 homes for sale. Those are going to have your first four 3 or 4 results at top, and you'll have those be ads. If you use your bridge page there, you can get really high quality leads there, high intention leads. The thing is I put optional here is because depending on your market, in some markets, Google AdWords search can be really expensive. So again, if it's in your budget, definitely put it into the mix. Next thing is I like using YouTube. Right. So that first video that you did, but maybe you come back later and do a little bit higher quality video. But put those videos onto YouTube and again, run about $20 to $50 on them and get them in front of the right people. Because because Google owns YouTube, again, you can put these videos in front of people who are in market. Okay. Now, finally, we're going to talk about Facebook. Now, Facebook, if you would have asked me about a year ago, Facebook would have been number 1 on my list. But they got in trouble last year and they took away a lot of the options that allowed us to target in-market audiences. But still, if you do this correctly, when you run ads on Facebook, it doesn't take that much money. You have to do it correctly, but if you do it right, you can generate a lot of leads. The thing is, we're not 100% sure if they are in market to buy. They might just be showing interest in real estate, but not necessarily in market. But nonetheless, if you have something like a sales funnel, and if you have your buyer journey funnels set up, Facebook is awesome because we put them into that buyer journey and now we're following them along, and these leads, they just need a little bit of follow up. Okay. As long as you can follow up with them throughout their buyer journey, this is a great source of leads. All right, guys. So that's about it for promoting the bridge, and that's about it for the simple advertising budget or for simple advertising campaign. What we do after that, what's the takeaway? Well, the takeaway is this. You need to build customer journeys, not contact records. Okay, while CRMs are great, build the customer journeys. That's much more important. Okay? Be respectful of their time and don't constantly, if you're following up with them, be respectful of their time. Don't spam them, right? Lead with value every time you are following up with them. Next thing is keeping it simple. Again, we talk about customer journeys and using a simple IDX solution that will help them shop. because during this process they are shopping. You do need to give them a method so that they can shop for homes. That's where the IDX solution comes in. And finally, if it isn't already obvious, you need to have a system. Have a system in place. We talked about this in the Property Listing Accelerator, which is a system, how to easily use this system so you can really promote your property in under 30 minutes. Really, really, really quick. Doing this, that will be your ace up your sleeve when it comes to promoting a property. All right, guys? All right, guys, again, if you guys think this is something that you can, if you know anyone else that would benefit from this, please share it. Please share it. And again, my name is Abel Macias. I'm Bootstrap Rainmaker. Again, you guys keep on rainmaking, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for your interest in this video. If you guys are ready to go more in depth into listing promotion, go ahead and check out and get access to my free listing promotion training guide. Okay, you guys won't regret it. For more videos here on YouTube, check out our playlist for everything to do with listing promotions. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you guys can get notified of the next training. See you guys on the next one.